It's week 6 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform instead of black and silver. It's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
Call it officially a loss at 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we get this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looks every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and as certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Now Stroud. And Woods has it complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to the ground with Pierce. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 22-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play the best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that 1st drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves John that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
A 1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamal Williams.
There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
The Saints in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year.
And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8 as they've got it as we resume action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st down, Carr. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now Carr. And that's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Here's Carr to throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now Carr.
Olave holds it in.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So Carr will exit stage right and on his Lutz for the Saints field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stroud looking to throw. That's caught again by Schultz.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here goes Stroud again. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
The throwing again is Stroud. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman.
Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Schultz moves the chains, but not for the Texas team we're used to seeing. Signed with the Houston Texans as a free agent after a productive run with Dallas. And even 2,000 yards, almost 200 catches his last 3 seasons.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Alontae Taylor on the covering.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Smith. And he goes out right around the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a play fake. Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A quality run by Camaro is the same dependable, often spectacular back the Saints drafted in 2017. Another season of nearly 900 yards rushing and 500 receiving yards.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Carr.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Carr going to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Carr.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Now Carr. And this is incomplete.
That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
So Carr will exit stage right and on his Lutz for the Saints field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Back now in Houston.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
7 yards there and a first down.
Pierce now up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The pass caught by Olave.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Carr.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So Stroud and the Texans down 9-3, a little under a minute to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Stroud's throw pulled in by Woods.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Here's 3rd down at 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Stroud. Finding Schultz.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
Stroud to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Stroud. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Here's 1st and 10. One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
This for all the marbles. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
And the celebration is now just an extra point away from being full on. Think about those who may have left the stadium a little bit early thinking their guys might not get this done. Oh, it got done, and in a big way.
No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking. But he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, a touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for the Texans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.